Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So already we are discussing about a Masonry examples in a differentiation. Already I explained 10 questions, worked example plus exercise 10 questions. Now I am moving to the 11th question. See the 11th question. Y is equal to x raised to x square minus 3 plus x minus 3 whole raised to x square. Here the base is also variable, power is also variable. Direct differentiation is not possible. We are taking a log. And directly taking log is also not possible because middle we have a plus. So this is written as y is equal to u plus v, where u is x raised to x square minus 3 and v is x minus 3 whole raised to x square. Now differentiate this y value, differentiating with respect to x, that is the dy upon dx is equal to du upon dx plus the dv upon dx. This is equation 1. Next we have to solve u and v separately, taking u separate and v separate. Consider u is equal to x raised to x square minus 3, taking log on both the sides, because already I explained the base is also variable and the power is also variable. Log u is equal to log x square x raised to x square minus 3, that is written as x square minus 3 into log x. This is u into v. Differentiating with respect to x. Differentiation of log u is 1 upon u into du upon dx is equal to, here x square minus 3 as it is, differentiation of log x is 1 by x plus log x as it is, differentiation of x square is 2x. Now du upon dx is equal to u in the bracket x square minus 3 upon x plus 2x into log x. Now write down that u value. U is x power x square minus 3 in the bracket x square minus 3 upon x plus 2x into log x. Now consider v. Consider v is equal to x raised to x square minus 3. Here x minus 3 whole raised to x square. Here also direct differentiation is not possible, taking log on both the sides. Taking log on both the sides. Then how you write? Log v is equal to log x minus 3 whole raised to x square. Applying the properties of log, it is x square into log of x minus 3. Log v is equal to, now differentiating with respect to x, differentiation of log v is 1 by v into dv upon dx is equal to x square into 1 upon x minus 3, because u into v. Log x minus 3 as it is, differentiation of x square is 2x. dv upon dx is equal to v in the bracket x square upon x minus 3 plus 2x into log of x minus 3. Write down that v value. V is x minus 3 whole raised to x square in the bracket x square upon x minus 3 plus 2x into log of x minus 3. Now write down this value in equation 1. Already you know what is equation 1. Substitute du upon dx and dv upon dx in equation 1. By substituting in equation 1, dy upon dx is equal to x raised to x square minus 3 in the bracket x square minus 3 upon x plus 2x into log of x, that is du upon dx, plus dv upon dx, x minus 3 whole raised to x square in the bracket x square upon x minus 3 plus 2x into log of x minus 3. This is question number 11. Moving to the next question, that is question number 12. Moving to the next question, that is question number 12. Find dy upon dx if y is equal to 12 in the bracket 1 minus cos t and x is equal to 10 in the bracket t minus sin t, where t is lying between minus 90 to plus 90. See, the sum is very simple. And tell me, can you identify which type of example it is? Yes, it is a parametric problem, parametric equation problem. That, and what is common in both x and y? T. We have to differentiate with respect to t. Y is equal to 12, 1 minus cos t. Differentiating with respect to t, dy upon dt is equal to 12 as it is. 1 is a constant 0. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t. Already minus is there, it becomes plus. And x is equal to 10, t minus sin t. Here also we are differentiating with respect to t. Dx upon dt is equal to 10 as it is in the bracket. Differentiation of t with respect to t is 1. Differentiation of sin t is cos t. Dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dt, dx upon dt. Dy upon dt is 12 sin t upon 10, 1 minus cos t. If you want, you can stop it here. Better you simplify because you are familiar with the first year trigonometry formula. And here cancellation. Have you remembered sin t formula? Yes. Multiples and submultiples. 2 sin t by 2 into cos t by 2. Whole divided by 5 as it is. 1 minus cos t is 2 sin square t by 2. 2 get cancels. 1 sin t by 2 is cancelled with this. Cos by sin is remaining and they have the same angle. It is nothing but cot t by 2. See, is the sum is simple or what? Yes, the sums are very simple. Moving to the next question, that is question number 13. Find dy upon dx y is equal to sin inverse x plus sin inverse root 1 minus x square, where x is lying between minus 1 to plus 1. Here if you want, you can differentiate directly. without any substitution directly you can differentiate, or you can write put x is equal to sin theta. Then what is theta? Theta is sin inverse of x. So this is y is equal to sin inverse x is theta. Otherwise keep as it is. This is sin inverse x plus sin inverse root of 1 minus sin square theta. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. Square root and square get cancels. Sin inverse x, sin inverse cos theta. So sin inverse cos theta I am converting in terms of x. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse cos theta I am writing as sin pi by 2 minus theta. Allied angle. Sin inverse and sin get cancels. Sin inverse x plus pi by 2 minus theta. But what is theta? Theta is sin inverse x. So it is minus sin inverse x. Plus sin inverse x minus sin inverse x get cancels. What is remaining? Y is equal to pi by 2 is remaining. And pi by 2 is a constant. Differentiation of a constant is 0. Differentiating with respect to x. Dy upon dx is equal to 0. Here, question number 14. If x into root 1 plus y into root 1 plus x is equal to 0, x is lying between minus 1 to plus 1, and prove that dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. If you differentiate directly, you will not get the answer because in the question we have the root. So first simplify. It is x into root 1 plus y into root 1 plus x is equal to 0. Now it is x into root 1 plus y is equal to minus y root 1 plus x. Squaring on both the sides. Squaring on both the sides. So it is x square 1 plus y. When you square, the minus changes to plus. Y square 1 plus x. Remove the bracket. X square plus x square y is equal to y square plus y square x. Then x square minus y square. I am writing all the terms on left side. Plus x square y minus y square x is equal to 0. Here it is in the form of a square minus b square. X minus y, x plus y, and here xy is common. X minus y is equal to 0. Again this bracket and this bracket are common. X minus y, x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. This implies what? Either x minus y is equal to 0 or x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. When you solve this, you will get x is equal to y. X is equal to y. But when you differentiate this, you are getting dy upon dx as a 1. This is the required answer. This will not give you the answer. So this is not possible. We cannot use this. We are using x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. See, in these two terms, y common, 1 plus x is equal to, taking x on that side, minus x. Now y is equal to minus x upon 1 plus x. Now differentiate this. Differentiating with respect to x. Dy upon dx is equal to, this is a quotient rule, 1 plus x into differentiation of minus x. Understood? Minus, in the bracket write on minus x, differentiation of 1 plus x whole divided by 1 plus x whole square. This is 1 plus x. What is the differentiation of minus x with respect to x? Minus 1. This minus into minus becomes plus x, and differentiation of 1 plus x is 1 divided by 1 plus x whole square. Remove the bracket. 1 plus x into minus 1, that is minus 1 minus x plus x divided by 1 plus x whole square. See, minus x plus x get cancelled. What is remaining? dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square, and that is the required answer. Understood? Moving to the next example, that is question number 15. All miscellaneous sums are very important, so please note down this. Question number 15. If x minus y, if x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square. For some c greater than 0, prove that 1 plus dy upon dx whole square raised to 3 by 2 upon d square y upon dx square is a constant independent of A and B. See, before moving to the solution, see what we have to prove. This whole expression is a constant independent of A and B. Constant means first thing they should not contain x and y, and independent of A and B means there are no terms having A and B. So first calculate what is dy upon dx from this expression. X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square. Let us call this as equation 1. When you differentiate with respect to x, yes, already you are familiar with the chain rule. What is the differentiation of x minus a whole square? 2 into x minus a. Now tell me, is it necessary to differentiate x minus a? No. Why? Because differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of a is 0. No need to differentiate that. Next, what is the differentiation of y minus b whole square? 2 into y minus b. Here you have to write differentiation of y minus b because the base is other than x, and differentiation of c square is 0. It is 2 into x minus a plus 2 into y minus b into dy upon dx. Differentiation of y with respect to x is dy upon dx. Differentiation of b is 0. So this is the answer. Now 2b minus y into dy upon dx is minus 2x minus a. On both the sides 2 get cancels. Dy upon dx is minus, in the bracket, x minus a upon y minus b. Y minus b. Now see what is 1 plus dy upon dx whole square. 1 plus dy upon dx whole square is equal to 1 plus dy upon dx whole square means whatever you are getting dy upon dx, write a square of that, and this minus changes to plus. It is x minus a whole square divided by y minus b whole square. And here take the LCM. When you take the LCM, y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b whole square. But in the given expression, what is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square? That is c square. See, this equation and this equation, are they exactly same or what? Instead of this first we have to write x minus a, anyhow middle plus these two expressions are same. So we are writing this as c square upon y minus b whole square. This we are writing here. We are calling it as equation 1. We are writing it from equation 1. But what we required? 1 plus dy upon dx whole square raised to 3 by 2. Therefore 1 plus dy upon dx whole square raised to 3 by 2. Whatever is the answer, for that write down raised to 3 by 2. For both numerator and denominator separately I am writing. Here this 2 and this 2, here also this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. C cube upon y minus b whole cube. Let us call this as equation 2. Now we completed the numerator. We are moving to d square y upon dx square, that is double derivative. Already we are familiar with dy upon dx. So write down that dy upon dx. Dy upon dx is equal to minus x minus a upon y minus b. Again differentiating with respect to x. D square y upon dx square. This is u by v method. Y minus b as it is in the bracket. What is the differentiation of minus of x minus a? Is it minus 1 or what? Minus 1. And next minus in the bracket minus of x minus a into differentiation of y minus b is dy upon dx whole divided by y minus b whole square. And here this is minus into minus becomes plus. This is y minus of y minus b minus into minus plus x minus a. What is dy upon dx? I don't know that value. Minus of x minus a upon y minus b whole divided by y minus b whole square. Now here again plus into minus is minus and take the LCM. It is minus of y minus b whole square minus of y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b whole divided by y minus b whole square. That means I took the LCM for the numerator that I wrote here and this denominator I kept as it is. This is written as, in the numerator I took minus common, y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square, and this y minus b comes in the denominator. Already two terms are there and one more term is it is y minus b whole cube. But what is y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square? Is it c square or what? Yes. This is minus c square upon y minus b whole cube. Let us call this as equation 3. See, already we are familiar with equation 2 and equation 3. Now consider the given expression. We have to write it. Consider 1 plus dy upon dx whole square raised to 3 by 2 whole divided by d square y upon dx square. Substitute that value. What about this numerator? Numerator is c cube upon y minus b whole cube and d square y upon dx square is minus c square upon y minus b whole cube. See, y minus b whole cube, y minus b whole cube get cancelled. These values we are writing from 2 and 3. Now what is remaining? C cube upon minus c square. Again cancellation. Minus c is remaining. And read the question. Go back and read the question. They are asking this should be a constant and independent of a and b. See, c is a constant. Independent means there is no a and there is no b. Understood? Now moving to the next example. Next question, that is question number 16. If cos y is equal to x into cos of a plus y with cos a not equal to 1 Prove that not equal to plus or minus 1. Prove that dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y divided by sin a. See, again this is important question. Why important? See, just remember till here how many examples you solved. In every example what you wrote? You wrote differentiating with respect to x. But here we are writing differentiating with respect to y. Please note down that. And we are not differentiating directly. Why? Because in the answer we required a square. If you differentiate directly, we will not get the square. So first time rearranging the expression. This time writing as x is equal to, I kept x as it is, cos y on this side. Cos a plus y on another side. It is cos y upon cos of a plus y. And you know that only in quotient rule you will get a square. So differentiating with respect to y. Please note down only this example. Only few examples are there. Dx upon dy is, it is u by v method. Cos a plus y as it is, differentiation of cos y minus cos y as it is, differentiation of cos of a plus y whole divided by cos square a plus y. See, cos a plus y as it is. What is the differentiation of cos y? Minus sin y. And angle is y. You are differentiating with respect to y. What is the differentiation of y with respect to y? Is it 1 or what? Why? Because you know that differentiation of x with respect to x is 1 means like that. Differentiation of y with respect to y is also 1. Now minus cos y as it is. What is the differentiation of cos of a plus y? It is minus sign. It changes to plus. Sin of a plus y divided by cos square a plus y. And for our convenience, I am writing this numerator as sin a plus y into cos y minus cos a plus y. That means first I am writing these two terms, then these two terms, into sin y divided by cos square a plus y. Now have you remembered any formula here? Yes, the numerator is in the form of sin x into cos y minus cos x into sin y. That is nothing but sin of x minus y. First get trigonometry. Here x is, this is x and this is y. X is a plus y. Then how you write the formula? Dy upon dx is equal to sin of, in the square bracket, x is a plus y is this y, and middle minus comes. This is cos square a plus y minus y get cancels. Sin a divided by cos square a plus y. This is dy upon, dx upon dy. Did a mistake, it is dx upon dy. But what we required? We required dy upon dx. That means taking reciprocal on both sides. This is dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y divided by sin y. See, is it very simple or what? Yes, only thing you have to remember that trick. Moving to the next question, that is question number 17. If x is equal to, a, see, moving to the next question, that is question number 17. These questions are parametric equation, and please note down because only one sum you are solving in the NCERT. Here the parameter are t, differentiating with respect to t. dx upon dt is equal to difference a constant, differentiation of cos t is minus sin t plus this is u into v. Keep t as is, differentiation of sin t is cos t plus sin t as it is, differentiation of t with respect to t is 1. Minus sin t plus sin t get cancels, it is a t into cos t. Now write down y. Y is equal to a in the bracket sin t minus t cos t. Differentiating with respect to t, dy upon dt is equal to a as it is in the bracket. Differentiation of sin t is cos t and minus. So that's why writing this in the bracket. Outside we have a minus. Write the expression in the bracket. T as it is, differentiation of cos t is minus sin t plus cos t as it is, differentiation of t with respect to t is 1. Remove the bracket. This is cos t, minus into minus plus t sin t minus cos t. Here minus cos t plus cos t get cancels, a t into sin t. Now we have a dx upon dt and dy upon dt. See what is dy upon dx then? Dy upon dx is dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. Dy upon dt is a t sin t upon dx upon dt is a t cos t. A get cancelled, t get cancelled. Sin by cos is tan. This is tan t. Dy upon dx is equal to tan t. But we require d square y upon dx square. D square y upon dx square means we have to differentiate with respect to x. Left side will be d square y upon dx square is equal to, what is the differentiation of tan t? Secant square t into dt upon dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x but it is a t other than x. It is dt upon dx. Move back. See, we know dx upon dt. This is dx upon dt, but we require dt upon dx. That means whatever is the answer, write the reciprocal of it. Secant square t into 1 upon a t into cos t. What is 1 by cos? 1 by cos is secant. Already two terms are there. It becomes secant cube t upon a into t. So please note down, this is very important sum and we have only one question in the NCERT. In the NCERT textbook we have only one question. Now remaining examples I will explain in the next video.